One of the questions that I get asked all the time is, what's my relationship with the Melodi Grand Prix? And I think a lot of people can understand that because I'm from the United States, that my relationship with the Melodi Grand Prix is very little. I have heard of Eurovision. I've been exposed to it. I've come across, some of the winners. Laureen actually is one of the winners that I know on some sort of personal level. I've met her in Sweden. And so when I found out that she had won the Eurovision at some point, I went back and watched her performance and was blown away. And so I was like, maybe this Eurovision thing is actually kind of cool. I started doing some research, and then I saw some pretty wild winners, wild performances, and I started to realize that maybe this wasn't something that I could be a part of. It was kind of a culture shock, to be honest. Full costumes, monster costumes, playing some rock guitar. And although I thought that was really cool, I was like, wow, basically it's anybody's ball game. Anybody can win. So it's so far from the realm of radio and top 40, which is what I've been chasing for the last 10 years, that I kind of saw like, okay, this is just pure entertainment. It was never something that I thought that I could ever see myself actually participating in, because it's up for grabs, even if you have a fantastic radio song that doesn't really mean anything. And, Eurovision is in a class of its own. It's kind of, I guess you can say, it's a wild card, If you think that you have a good song, it's more than that. It's about performance. It's about being unique. It's about being authentic. So I think that that's what resonated with me when I saw Eurovision clips. But Melodi Grand Prix, that's also a whole different ballgame, It's just one country kind of picking the person that's going to represent Eurovision. And so here I am in Norway, and being asked to participate in the Melodi Grand Prix, which I realize is kind of a big deal, a big privilege. If you go around and talk to the artists who participate in the Melodi Grand Prix, you'll kind of realize that they see it as an honor, and they can feel the pressure, and they're really putting a lot of effort into it. So it makes me step up my game quite a bit. And I'm just now starting to realize how big of a deal this is, and I'm starting to feel the pressure and starting to think that, try not to let any of the outside noise get to my head, because I think, going on stage and just doing what I know how to do is the most important thing. It's kind of incredible to think that how far I've actually come, to think that at one point in Chicago, I was a barista and I was playing cover songs at a bar. And I kind of see this as just a really wild progression, all of a sudden having a big hit, leaving the United States, traveling the world, working with some of the best producers, having my rise, my fall, my rise, riding that roller coaster, as the famous Joust would say. I think that to think back to everything that I've been through to get to this point, and now going from being a Norgesven to actually starting a family here and living in Norway, and now having the opportunity to possibly represent Norway is a phenomenon all in its own right. I can't help but laugh sometimes out loud, just thinking, wow, who would have ever thought that I'd be here right now? It's all about taking chances. It's all about taking the good and the bad consequences. That's the vision of the song. That's basically what the whole song is about. It's about taking chances to make dreams come true, to make what you want out of life happen for you, and not just waiting around for things to happen for you. When you see me on stage performing this song, you'll see me taking a huge risk, and you'll feel, hopefully, everything I'm feeling from the moment this ride started up until that point, just all coming together on stage. And I think that that's kind of the beauty of this whole thing. So My name is Chris Medina, and I am happy to be a part of the Melodi Grand Prix.